Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Tuesday, the 28th day of July. Here we go. Today's halacha is really about the 15th of Av, or Tu B'Av, as it's called, which happens this Friday. We'll be celebrating Tu B'Av by not reciting Tachanun. And what is Tu B'Av? So let's explain it. There are many reasons given for why the 15th of Av is a festive day. I'm going to give you one today. Here goes. You know that the Jewish people sent spies to spy out the land of Israel, and after they sent out the spies, they came back with a bad report. That actually led to the downfall of the 9th of Av. That was the first of the tragic things that happened on the 9th of Av. The people said, "We don't want Israel, we can't conquer it," and God said to them in response, "Okay, this generation that didn't want Israel won't have Israel, and you will die off in the desert over 40 years, and then your children will be the ones to walk into Israel." And so God decreed that every single Tisha B'Av, what the Jews would do would be to dig graves. All those men who were responsible for this was the men between ages 20 and 60, and 600,000 of them. And what they were going to do was dig graves, lie down in them every 9th of Av, and they would look up at the sky and wait to die. I'm not making this up. This is really interesting. This is what happened, and they waited to die. And 15,000 of them did not wake up the next morning, and that's what happened on the 9th of Av every year that followed. And slowly, over 40 years, 600,000 men died off in that way on the 9th of Av each year. Now, on the final year, there were still, I think, 15,000 who had not yet died, who climbed into their grave on the 9th of Av, and they waited to die. And they waited all night long, and they did not die. And so they figured that they must have calculated wrongly, because they were the last 15,000 and they were supposed to die. And then they went back into the graves on the next night, thinking that maybe that was the 9th of Av. Remember, they didn't have calendars that looked like ours today, and they didn't die on the 10th of Av, and they didn't die on the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, or the 14th. And lying in their graves on the 15th of Av, they started to all notice as they stared up at the desert sky, "Hey, I'm looking at a full moon. It's definitely the 15th of Av. I definitely know that I'm not going to die, because we are 6 days past the 9th of Av. I'm looking at a full moon. It's the 15th of Av, and none of us died." And so that is that was festive. 15,000 people jumped up out of their graves and said, "We're not dying." And that is one fascinating, isn't it? That's one of the reasons why Tu B'Av is marked as a celebration day. And more reasons, I think more reasons will follow in the next couple of days. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.